Welcome to another edition of Nick's Impromptu Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Cash and Guns. And Cash and Guns is a 4 to 6 player game created by Ludovic Maublanc. I hope I pronounced your name right. And it's a light deduction style game with some bluffing, but it's a really light game that's not that hard to play. Unfortunately, I believe this game is out of print, so if you want to look for a copy, you might have to go on eBay. Anyway, so the story goes, basically all the players are a bunch of criminals who just knocked over a bank. Now, after you've done that, you've taken the money and you meet at your meetup place in the warehouse and try to split the money. The problem is you don't agree on the split, and guns are drawn, no one wants to back out. And that's where this game takes place. Let's see what I'm talking about.
Okay, so let me show you how a round of a game goes. Now, first off, I'm going to show you the cards that we get. Now, each player is going to have a set of these 8 cards, and they're all going to be the same. I mean, all the players are going to have the same cards, and it's going to consist of 5 click cards, which represent like your bullet is, you have no bullet in your gun, and then you have 3 cards that mean you're gonna shoot somebody, and 2 of them is just a normal bang, and then you have this super fast bullet called bang bang bang, and you only have 1 of those. So most of the time you will actually be bluffing. Okay, so just got to keep that in mind, and every time you use it in a round, it is it. You discard that card and it doesn't come back. Okay, so let me show you how a round goes. Okay, let's say I am Igor there, and I will play the bang card. Okay, so let's see. What I'll do, I'll put the card in front of me, and everyone else will put their card in front of them as well. Okay? Alright, and notice there's also a row of money in the middle, and that's the cash that you're going to split. And if you can split, and I'll explain that more. So here's what's going to happen. On the count of 3, after everyone puts their card down, on the count of 3, they're going to point it at each other. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, you're going to point the guns at each other. Okay, now this is just a representation. You don't put the gun, leave it on the table and turn it. You are actually holding the gun like this, all right? And that makes a world of difference in my opinion. But let's say I'm just showing it to you right now because I don't have any people with me. But this is how you're going to start pointing the gun at each other, at their head and in their chest, whatever, but you're actually pointing it at each other. So the moderator is going to say, all right, someone with the bang bang bang, reveal first. And guess what? This person, oops, made a mistake. This person has the bang bang bang. Actually, that's good I revealed this. Now, the bang 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 card is, you only have 1 of those cards, and it takes precedence over the normal bang card. Okay, so even though this guy had the bang card, he's gonna die because bang 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 takes precedence over it. Okay, now he doesn't have to reveal it after he got shot, but he's out of the game, or he's out of this round. Okay, so once the bang bang bangs are revealed, all the other cards are revealed. You check them out. This one has a bang, so that means he's actually shooting, and he was trying to bluff, but guess what? He pays for it. So this person is out of the round too. Okay, so whoever's remaining, which is this player and Lotus over there, that player, they get to split the cash as best they can. So in this case, they can split, let me see, they can split 2 10s and they can split 2 5s, so they'll split $15,000 each. Okay, now the 20 stays there because they can't split it. And if you cannot split any of the cash, well, you're out of luck, and the cash stays there and you draw another 5, so the pool will be better. Okay, so now let's say this. Let's do that over again. Alright. So after the bang 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 is released, okay, and this person's already shot, okay, let's say, okay, what's going to happen is before the cards are revealed, let me put that, before the cards are revealed, people are going to have a chance, and usually I give like 5 seconds, give them a chance to back out if they think they're going to get shot. So let's say, okay, I give the 5 seconds, I'm going to say wimps in 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what happens is they'll withdraw their gun, they'll put their card down, and they're going to get these tokens, these wimp tokens, okay? And they're going to get, which represents minus $5,000. Now, why do you think it seems bad to wimp out? Because it's minus $5,000, but you know what? At least you don't get shot. Because if you get shot, you get a wound token. And these wound tokens are represented by this bandage. And if you have 3 of these, you're out of the game and you lose. Okay, so you know what? It's pretty good to not risk it. Take the $5,000 loss, and instead of the wound, and you're okay. All right. Now you're not in this round, but at least you survive. Okay, and this keeps going on for 8 rounds, and whoever has the most money at the end of the game and still alive wins. It's not that hard.
Okay, so that was pretty much the game in a nutshell. Yeah, very basic, but the basic game actually has extra cards in there if you want to make your game a little more complex. It adds like different abilities and everything, and there's even an expansion called Yakuza's, which introduces team play and more weapons and stuff. But really the basic game pretty much tells you what the main idea of the game is. It's a light bluffing deduction type game. You got to figure out, hey, how many bullets have been used? Does this person actually have a loaded gun pointed toward me? What should I bluff this round? Should I save the bullets for the later round? And also taking into account of the money on the board. I mean, is it worth it? Should I waste a bullet to get this pod? Will I be able to split it? There's a lot of things to consider in this game, so it's not just a mindless game where you're just pointing guns at each other. There's some good strategy to it, and it's all pretty easy. It all comes together real easily. You can teach this to anybody. But really, I mean, the main thing are the aesthetics of this game. I mean, the guns are just incredible. I mean, just holding the gun, pointing at each other. As you can see through these pictures, I mean, you got a lot of Kodak moments of just people pointing guns at each other. It just looks fun. And yeah, that is really the main thing about this. Everyone has fun just holding the gun and pointing at each other. And wow, you can see this is just a normal party that I had, and these people aren't even gamers, and everyone's having a fun time. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, like I said, this game is real basic, but the idea of having a gun in there and pointing at each other, it just adds so much flavor and a lot of opportunities to take pictures and videos for this game.
Okay, if I were to make a top 10 list of the top 10 games that look very fun, this would probably be on top at number 1 because it really does look fun. If a stranger just walks in the middle of the game and sees you guys pointing at each other, first thing they're gonna ask, "Ooh, what are you playing? That looks cool. I want to play." It's really fun. As you can see with the pictures in the video that I showed you, it just looks fun. Even when I bring this game and try to introduce it to new players, first thing when I open the box, the first thing they do is what? What is the first thing they do? They grab a gun. They start grabbing a gun and start pointing at each other. Okay, it's something about holding a gun that appeals to everybody, and I don't know, something aesthetic about it, just pointing at a fake gun at somebody. Yeah, sounds pretty sick, but I guess that's how it is. But yeah, it's really one of the best looking games out there, and yeah, you can see why. Now, is it fun? Well, yes it is. I'm glad to say that it is fun. It's not that complicated, and it's very easy to teach, but there is some thinking to go along with it. I mean, you gotta sort of do some light deduction, like, let me see. Because look, most of the time you're bluffing, okay? Because you have 8 cards, 5 of those 8 are blank bullets. So you gotta do some bluffing. You gotta think, is this gun pointed at me? Is there a bullet in that gun? Does so-and-so have a bullet? I don't know. I remember them shooting last time. They might be out of bullets, there's some pretty good thinking. So yeah, you know what? It's actually a pretty decent game design. Simple, but it's still a good game design. And yeah, it's really fun. I'm sure you can do this without a gun by pointing at people, but you know what? That takes a lot out of the game. Having the gun in your hand is 100 times better. It's pretty sick, but yeah, it really is. But this game, I've had a lot of success teaching non-gamers this game, and they all have a blast. So it's really easy, really fun, and isn't that what makes a good game? Ease and fun. And yeah, so you know what? Cash and Guns, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Really easy and good intro to non-gamers, and I think it'll appeal to everybody. Okay, so that's it for Cash and Guns. Until next time, I will see you later.